Every time.
Sure. In a laugh.
In the laugh? Yeah.
A good one.
How y'all feeling?
Tired. We had a fashion show yesterday, pop-up shop.
If you missed
sponsored
it,
by Quisha.
Uh-huh.
It was very, 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 very good turnout.
It was great, guys.
It was good.
I don't have no footage of myself, but we gonna get it.
We got a little footage,
We got
no pictures.
Insert clips here.
Don't be giving me extra work to do.
Hold up. Pose, yeah, pose, yeah, pose. I am photo shoot, pose. It's a photo shoot. Dope boy, I'm a Polaroid. Photos make me paranoid. Living up a camera phone. This I be trying to avoid. Change trying to make a blog, which I ain't walking through the mall, which not me. Took out.
You answer the one right. What really happened?
So y'all. Today's topic.
You gotta lean over like that.
Bro.
No, she don't.
Oh, sorry. Today's topic, y'all.
You said what?
I said today. Today's topic, y'all. Topic. It's Shontrell. Shontrell is leaving the Girls podcast. This will be her last episode with us. And so we wanted to do a farewell video, an update video, see where her next endeavors lead her to, and kind of thank her for being a part of this podcast with us, for sure. For sure.
Definitely has been a journey. What has been?
I feel like it's almost been a year. It's almost.
Yeah, we're about to be 2 years since the start of it, and you hopped on at what, third episode?
Yeah, she hopped on quick.
Yeah.
It was mad.
Like this,
we did
around
the
this
shoot,
time.
everything.
Yeah.
Got it in the right on time.
Yeah. Will you miss us?
Of course. I mean, but y'all act like y'all not like we. I'm moving to California or something. Like,
Oh shit!
I gotta go, y'all. I don't know what's okay.
Where?
I'm sorry.
I'm going somewhere like far.
They just saying they ain't gonna never see you after this.
Where we gonna see you?
Exactly. You never see her.
That's when they done got pull up, Shontrell.
You ready? Hop in.
Oh, wait.
Well, the next time we probably see each other is at my Christmas party.
Oh, y'all don't listen to
The annual Christmas party.
And it's lit, y'all.
every single. But you can still come and be a freaking guest.
Yeah.
So how do you feel as far as the podcast? Do you feel like you've grown or you've learned anything about yourself?
Yeah, overall, I feel like, stepping into the podcast, it was mainly to become, more open, because I've always been this type of person that's just kind of been to myself, always in a shell, whatever. I never really, talk too much. I still don't, but it's way better than what it was.
Yeah.
At one point, I'm just I'm not saying anything. So, a year ago, from today, I probably wouldn't even done anything like this. So, to do something like this, it's still goes.
Bro,
As soon as I put it on there, when I put it on there earlier, I was like, I wonder if this is gonna pop off because it's not. I just set it on the top, and you know how them things go. You can't scroll back in.
But no, I really do think that it has helped me, be more open or just having conversations, regardless if it's not even a tough conversation, just conversation of being
So you
open
would
about
never
certain
have.
things. Yeah, in my life that I don't talk about or whatever. Even though it's well, that's nothing major that you share, but it's still me sharing. I kind of sit back and say I just watch. Not that I don't like to share. It's just not who I am.
Yeah.
So just going outside of that or whatever, I think it has helped.
I definitely feel that. What's been what would you say is your favorite episode that we did?
We gotta do the
favorite
favorite.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Find it for us.
I feel like every episode is something different. So we always talking about different things that get your wheels turned and make you think a little bit. So I think I've enjoyed every episode because it's good to hear everybody's point of view, regardless if you feel that you can trying to persuade them, or not even trying to persuade them, just like expressing your thoughts, hearing what everybody else have to say, and why you think that, like what makes you think, like why you feel that way, whatever. So just hearing everybody's viewpoints on everything, I enjoyed all of that. So I don't have like a this one yet. Episode 2, minute 17.
I know.
17. Y'all have a favorite episode?
I think I do. I'm trying to think. Oh my gosh. I think it's the one with Larisha. We played a game. It was really fun.
That one was like,
yeah. That was the second episode. That's my favorite. Yeah. We had like you can tell we were having fun. You know. Yeah. Okay, so it was the 4th episode that you hopped into because we did the brown, then we did Larisha, then we did the black at the house, the catch-up video, and then we did Yabo and okay.
you got a favorite one?
The one with Nate and Yabo. We was cracking.
I've been going back and watching that one a few times because
I
Yabo
need
he
to
had me
go
messed
back.
up at some points. I'm like,
Yeah.
look.
I would say the first one. I'm sorry. Our first video,
That was-
or
I think that
the
one.
one with Nate and Yabo.
What we talking
Yeah,
about? The first video.
The very first
We
one.
hopped into it.
We
Yeah.
talking about eating ass.
Huh? We died.
We be talking about this.
If y'all haven't
We
seen
at
that
your
video,
house.
go ahead
That's
and
still on
watch
your
it.
channel.
Yeah.
Well,
With the
it was just a
brown.
question, like, with y'all.
Oh yeah, we was feeling that got some good views. So that was
Yeah.
good. So either the first one for me or the one we had good moments, man. We did like a snippet video. Probably the one that we did in the green, the second take for the green.
Here.
That one was a good one. We was talking a lot.
Our conversation always go left. Like,
Yeah.
y'all decide topics, and then when we get there, baby, we done hit 2 times, and like,
Always end up
But they
with
come-
relationships. Like I'm like, bro.
Whoa.
When we was talking about I was just watching it, listening to it in the car when I was Ubering. Last week though, I was going back and listening to our podcast. But we was talking about craving people doing stuff on that.
Bro, y'all was acting up that day.
We always acting
And then
up,
we was over here
bro.
like,
Embarrassed.
Baby.
Every video we just.
that was a good one. That was a good one.
I said the second one. Y'all said the second one.
Larisha.
That one was fun. Like we needed cards. That was so fun.
Yeah,
Like,
that
oh.
was fun.
And yeah, I like that you said this makes you become more open because I feel like Larisha is the same way. Like if you're not her close friend, she's not very open. But that episode, baby,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was good. Malika?
I don't know, because that one was a good one. And then I want to say, like, I feel like even though we didn't put out the one we did with M, I feel like what the conversation that we had was good.
Yeah.
I feel like that would have been a really good one if it would have just been right.
Yeah.
And then the one we did with Anthony, I feel like was very funny.
Oh yeah,
I feel like
that
that
was
was
one of the
really
top ones.
But like we actually had good conversation as well.
Yeah.
That would be like one of my top ones.
And
So.
everything flowed together. Like it
Yeah,
wasn't
without
like,
no conversation.
Yeah.
What was the topic?
I think I'm gonna say that's my favorite one because it did flow, and I feel like we got everybody's opinion in that one. Everybody
Yeah.
spoke, he got to
Yeah.
speak. We did instead of sometimes I feel like we will run through the time and then not everybody get to say their opinion. But I do feel like that one everybody got to talk.
I do agree.
I feel like all of this episodes have been like very good. There's like, of course, some are good, better than others. Of course, we had the quality issues and the camera issues and
Fix it.
editing issues, but working through all of that and just growing together as a podcast, as a group of women trying to figure shit out.
Yeah.
Literally. I think we did pretty good for our first round.
Yeah, I definitely
First season.
That's what I'm saying. It's just it's putting the work and the consistency in. It's like we don't want to do it, then we won't. But if we continue, then it only prospers.
We questioned it a couple times, y'all.
What? It's getting like, why was it so hard?
I
Like,
think the first
And I
year,
do this shit on
you
the
always
daily,
question
so-
it, like, and do
Don't
this?
lie and say
Do I really
y'all
want to do
don't.
this?
Right.
Like whenever you do anything for the first year, you're like, do I really want to do this?
Shit, rocking.
Because when it gets hard, I think that's
Yeah,
when
the
you question
challenge.
it. But when it's easy, you like, oh, this is easy.
Because
Yeah.
it's 5 of us,
That's why I
y'all.
was gonna say
Like,
the
oh
fact
my
that
god.
it's so many of us, it's so many opinions, it's so many
Yes.
steps to fix together. It's like, okay, is you in it? I'm in it. Is you in it? But it ain't looking like we in
It
it
is
so
at all.
What
Yeah.
are we doing? But I feel like next season we will definitely do a lot better as far as getting content out. And,
On time.
yeah,
That's the biggest thing for me.
yeah,
I've been so late.
because this year has been rough.
Yeah. But I think we learn, like, we're learning every time we come and record. You know, like, we know we got to get the quality together. We know what we need to be posting and being consistent and just things like that. So it's like we know what we need to do. So when season 2 comes, there shouldn't be, you know, like,
It just really go back to what Malika's always saying, like making it a priority, like, you know, making time, cause like
Yeah.
we all got our mental shit going, we all got this going on, and that goes for anything in life. Like I make time to go to gym. It might be scattered, but I'm going. So like with
Yeah.
posting, it's just like making time, even if it's just on the story. So yeah,
something.
Yeah, because I think
something.
the main thing, of course, with this year, we all have a lot going on. We all got our own businesses, families, friends, whatever. And I think when you put something else into that, you're like, am I going to be able to make this a priority? But it's just, if that's something that you want to do, you're going to put your all into it. Like, you put it into kind of everything else, you know. So, just get into it.
Can we talk about this beat on Malika's face, please?
Malika.
She just had this makeup on for
I should have kept mine on.
almost 20
Mom went through it.
Oh, Lord.
Ain't nobody get one. It's supposed to be 18 and up. Maybe 21 if you look.
My biggest fan.
Literally.
We do need to put that in the disclaimer.
Bruh, I'm crying. Y'all funny. But yeah, that's crazy. Your makeup be lasting.
It is.
Dude, sorry.
Right.
Listen, I'm having
I
all
think
day.
it's all about how you sleep. I'll be. I don't move.
Head back.
I told y'all something on the couch.
I cannot sleep on my back.
I literally.
I can't.
I don't like
I
sleeping
can
on
start
my
off
stomach.
like that, but I end up on my
I
side or my
Sleep
stomach.
on my back.
It's really my sides. At all? Put the pillow right there.
Ooh,
I know I got hooks.
I
gotta
will,
put
so I don't
pillow.
get stopped up and stuff because if I do,
I be,
I have to elevate my body.
y'all know how my booty sit, like I can't lay
Oh,
flat,
yeah.
so I have a hump.
You put a pillow right there, don't nobody lay back on
So
the
you'll
back.
be laying like,
Literally, like my butt just sits up.
Yeah, I know what
That's
you're saying.
uncomfortable as hell.
Yeah.
Even when you try to lay flat, you can't lay flat. Like,
Bro. Read my just go.
Shontrell, why are you looking like
Because I'm like, show me. Because.
Y'all show me.
I can get on that board.
I'm like, I'm trying to envision it in my head. Like,
But it's like, okay, just envision this. If you ever work out and you're doing bench press, you know how you gotta arch your back?
yeah.
That's what she's saying.
That's
but
how
she
you
lay.
sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how you lay.
That's what she said. That's how she said it would be.
Like, that's how it is. 'Cause
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
listen, I got a tabletop booty, so it's like, it's not going, I'm not going to lay flat. Even if it looks like I'm flat, there's still like a gap, there's still like a arch right there.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Y'all
funny, bro. No, we have never touched on what's going on like in the world as far as like hot topics
I know.
or like
Also, I
just,
didn't
you
know if
know.
y'all were interested in doing that kind of stuff.
I mean something. I mean
Also, the only thing about it is we be late. So that's why I feel like sometimes we couldn't.
Oh, yeah.
We can't talk
Late
about Chris,
stuff.
Will Smith slapping Chris
because we
Rock.
were recording.
We was
How long
literally
ago was
recording
that?
when it happened.
That was a long time ago.
And that was in April when you was leaving.
What?
Because that was when we was doing that video over there.
I like that background, but yes, we never touched on topics.
I feel like I don't keep up enough with people when
Only way
they
y'all know is because Shade Room.
They be on time.
Because every
How
time
did
you
you
get
know
on
it was
Instagram,
business like that though? That's what
watching,
they
I guess there's a lot of people on there. They got.
Let me stop.
If you pay to stalk somebody,
That's
you
what
gonna stalk
bloggers
them.
and like
That's a lot.
those
If you
people with
real
the
good, you
paparazzi.
really get money.
It's just like y'all ain't got no like I wanted to do that. Who chasing somebody to
I'm not doing
get a
it.
picture?
Just
But
for
they
a
get paid.
picture?
They get paid.
And they be getting good pictures too. Like, how did you get up
Outside
so
the hospital
close?
with somebody walking out in their crib. Like,
Why are you on their roof?
Girl,
How you know they
doing
there?
too much.
cause I be wondering like, do they
How you
see
know what
droids?
hotel they room they in?
But that's
Cause I be thinking
scary.
they be sending like them little
They have no
droids
privacy.
and stuff.
At all.
Scary.
Like,
It
no,
is.
no.
You see how people
Somebody know your location and you don't even know that they know that.
But I think they know that's like that comes with
That
fame.
comes.
Yeah.
That's
So
why I
would
said
y'all
I
want to
never-
be wealthy or would y'all want to be
Wealthy.
famous?
That's what I was just about to say.
I
That's
want
why
to be comfortable.
I always say I don't
I don't want to be famous, but I do want to be
Yeah.
wealthy.
I don't want to be famous. I just want to be wealthy. If I can just live comfortably, like Shontrell said, being a celebrity makeup artist that nobody knows, I'm absolutely okay with that.
It is.
too.
Because I don't need people in my business. You ain't gotta know my every move. Like,
Okay, so cause you say celebrity makeup artist, so would you rather have like celebrity makeup, celebrities for you to do their makeup, or would you prefer just to have a clientele of just basic regular people, but like consistent clientele?
It's crazy that you asked me that because I've been thinking about that a lot lately, especially with the pop up and all of that. I feel like either or, like celebrity makeup artist, y'all know that's like the major goal, but I feel like it's starting to change. It's like as long as I have consistent clientele and I'm working in my field and fulfilling my purpose as far as putting smiles on people's face, I don't care how it comes.
Yeah.
So, like, I've been still thinking about Atlanta, and if I'm supposed to be there, or
Are you thinking about not going?
it's crossed my mind a couple times.
Like to stay here or go
Go to
somewhere?
Houston. So when you go to Houston,
So you can be there when I get there, right? Because I'm gonna need somebody to do my makeup whenever I record.
I'm just letting you know.
Is you serious?
Go yes, you good. Dead ass. I'm fucking tired.
If you don't go there, you gotta go.
For a minute, like, it crossed, like I was getting different signs, like Houston, and I was like, I don't want to go. And I was thinking about it for a while, like, Houston,
Go to Houston because that's a lit situation
I
there.
don't think I would ever, I don't
The
like
food?
Texas
No.
like that. To visit, yes. To live,
Stay.
Okay, so I can see the difference. As far as Houston is a city, so it's like smaller, and you're gonna be compact to that. Now, if you was to go to Atlanta, because you're not gonna live necessarily just in the city, you would have the option of venturing.
No,
But-
not too much on Houston.
Hey, I love Houston.
Yeah, we do.
Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
we do.
I'm just saying moving purposes right
Yeah.
now. Like, especially
But
in
in
Houston.
Atlanta, it's like go there if it's like
Yeah.
it's
The
I'm
time
looking
and
at
time will
you.
tell.
Mhm.
And then, you know,
That's why I'm like,
just
I'm
listen
not
to the
that-
signs.
Yeah.
Keep praying about it.
Asking what one is.
But it's
If I ain't supposed to go trick me again.
for
You
real.
can do it.
But yeah,
We're
but
not
to answer your
tricking.
question, yeah, I don't think if celebrity makeup artists comes, it comes. But I wouldn't be opposed to just having a full clientele working with regular ass people. As long as my bills is paid, my kids is happy and healthy.
Because celebrities are going to see your work.
Yeah.
Like they're going to find you.
Yeah.
And they're going to reach out. And their people are going to reach out to you.
Yeah.
But the way that I had it set up, it was well not set up, but like envisioned, it was like only celebrity clientele.
That's
is
why
what
I
wanted
asked,
to work
yeah.
with. Like,
So what if somebody feel like they're a celebrity? Like,
Like,
you know, people feel like they celebrities.
that ain't that much.
For sure.
She's not really famous yet.
Y'all hold hands.
No, I'm just asking.
Hey.
I'm just asking.
I feel like-
No, I'm just asking. She like
She
semi.
like
Okay,
a
so like
C-list-
influencers.
it's levels.
Yeah.
It's
It
like
is.
C-list celebrity.
Yeah, people like me.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about people that's like local when they feel like they're a celebrity?
Oh, like local celebrities.
Like, do you?
I'm not turning anybody down.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm right.
She was just saying at a point. I think she only wanted because I thought you wanted to do like one person. You don't ever want to just be with somebody that's like personal travel.
That's cool.
I wouldn't be opposed to that either.
If they're consistent, like.
Like a tour or something.
Like you.
So, okay, I had so say you don't want to be famous, but it happened because your work
That's
is
lit.
so good.
Yeah.
You know, like, how would you kind of, Yeah, cause that means
I don't know.
once you get to that spot and they be like, "This is such and such makeup artist," that means your name gonna be in magazines.
Yeah.
People, you gonna be on flyers and stuff. So your picture's gonna be taken soon, and I think some celebrities don't ask for it; it comes with their talent.
Yeah. I feel like that's one of those things like you don't know until it happens.
Yeah.
How you handle it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's
just I'm not opposed to the attention it would bring my business, but I just don't want personal attention.
Yeah.
Ash, how would you deal with that? Because I know you.
I'm
Is that
lit.
something you want to be in? That's something.
Y'all see me?
That's me.
Y'all see my team? Like, yeah. I love it. Kid of security, my brother, I really have a team already, y'all. I already thought this shit out. Like, I'm
But
sorry,
you would
y'all.
prefer to be famous or than wealthy? I mean, you'll still be wealthy, but like unknown, I guess.
Yeah.
Not unknown. That's
Nah, I want both. Nah, I wouldn't mind both, like literally. But I would rather be wealthy. But me doing YouTube, I mean, it's gonna happen. Like people get famous off of YouTube, so I
So
expect it.
how would you deal with your personal life, your business, like everything being out there? Is that something that you feel like you will be mentally like strong for, prepared for?
Yeah, I feel like I'll have some days, but that's what I have you guys for. I feel like we can still have, sessions where we fail out each other or whatever, but I feel like I can handle it well because that's what I'm working towards. Like this is what I wanted to do regardless.
So you know what come with it.
I know what come with it, but like I said, I'm building my team already in my head, so it won't all be on me in a sense. So yeah.
And with Key, your security guard, he ain't
Yeah,
doing none of that.
stop playing. Like, yeah.
How do you think you would deal with the backlashes?
I talk back. No.
And comments and stuff like, what would you do?
I got that like when 10 I started.
You
we
feel
got
like argue with people and stuff?
yes. No. Like my
Sometimes you do.
they be saying slick shit.
I
on
think
this
they
internet.
do, but
Y'all
like,
on
you
this
can't
internet.
address you can't always address everything.
Y'all on this internet.
I gotta grow more.
Y'all got a lot of shit to say behind them keyboards.
They do.
I feel like there's a way. Yeah, there's a way to
Yeah.
say, like, you don't have to come off and be like, well, you know what, beep, 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 and your mama, woo, 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 like, but you gonna be like, what you not gonna do, like, or what's her name, Tabitha,
I like her.
Amy put people in place,
I
Some
forgot.
respect,
Oh
like,
yeah, I like how she.
and
did
she
that.
still.
Did y'all see that clip
hit
of
the
her
buttons.
and Kevin on stage? The clip where she was talking about she needed some vegan options at the church. The church function that they was having. It's like a little comedy skit.
I didn't see it.
They like sitting down and she's like, he's the pastor or whatever. She's like, I'm coming to you because my vegan people, we need some vegan options at the church revival, whatever they got going on. And he was like, Miss Tabby, I can't, y'all gotta watch it because it's funny as hell. And she was like, look at here. This is what I need you to do. I need you to do this. I need you to do this. And this is how this is going to be.
Yeah.
And
I
it was
know.
funny because she read him his rights right there.
And she do it so calm with a smile on her face.
I was like,
She crazy.
I'm warning you.
she wanted to
Yes,
watch
ma'am.
it.
Literally.
Yes, ma'am. He was like, yes, ma'am. Can we get these vegan
She said
options?
she needs to grow.
I'm
Give me some time.
girl.
That's crazy.
I think I feel like I clap back without being unprofessional because it's been like a post on Facebook that went viral. I was like this, I was like this, I was like this. I had people commenting on like that's too much makeup, this, that.
Okay,
so
y'all
your
do it for me.
Okay, wait. Do y'all feel like you need to respond to everything? Or do you
No.
feel like you
Oh, I
need to
do not.
because you feel like they was rude?
It's just
I
be
know
certain comments.
It just
It's not all
It
of
just
it.
depends on how they say they stuff because I don't
They rude,
respond
bro.
to everything. But it was somebody was like saying something and I felt that day was the day and I commented back or whatever and I'm just like,
This is on your makeup?
huh?
This is about your makeup?
It was just a video of me, different video clips of me and my
Damn.
He was like, you got too much makeup on. I can never. I was like, if you need tutorials on how to do makeup, let me know.
No.
I feel
Yeah,
like there's
I like
nothing
that.
wrong
I
with
like
responding. It's how you respond.
Yeah.
You know, you can put people in a place without being too hard.
Yeah,
You know, so I mean.
Well, on YouTube right now, I just have, you can't say too much.
Yeah.
You can filter out whatever. Because I started getting like, it was just random shit, but I just blocked the comments. I responded once though, like, alright, bitch. Like,
Don't
I don't know what I said, but like, they be like, so you cheated on him? Like, bro,
That's crazy.
block.
Then I say that.
That's block money.
You watched the
They just
video,
be
right?
assuming shit, like, bro. Yeah, I had to say something that day. You didn't have to respond. Yes, I did.
You didn't have to say anything.
Yeah. So I don't know, y'all. I probably gotta grow a little more to the hate. Like, people crazy.
What about you, Malika?
I don't give a damn.
Like responding to people?
As far as like growing up being a celebrity.
I gotta say she professional. She ain't wrong.
No, I don't want to be in the spotlight. Like, I do want to have a business that's successful, but.
You see when y'all gave her that mic?
Bro, I didn't know what to say. You didn't tell me that before. I'm just like,
I didn't know.
I could have prepared myself a little bit more.
I didn't know he was doing that, but my mama was watching the videos last night. And she
Cause I was like,
why she keep she trying to walk off?
Well, because I thought
I
we was walking up there and then y'all was gonna follow me back. Nobody said.
My mom was like, she trying to walk. Why she keep trying to walk off?
And then after I talked, they was still standing there, and I'm just like, come on.
This is not good for us.
I was like, y'all could have told me I would have period. I don't like to be.
I didn't know he was
like
doing that.
I didn't know he was gonna do
Yeah.
that.
You know, Kim
He just be doing whatever.
He was like, here, he's like,
Okay.
He said, did y'all get y'all $10 corrals? Cause y'all see mine is gone. Nigga had a big ass straw out that damn corral. Just walk around.
Still never went to get mine.
You never got your
He never did. The whole time I was doing my makeup.
That boy was around. They're losing him for some odd reason.
I wouldn't necessarily want to be famous because I don't really like the spotlight. Yes, I like the dress and like I would be into the fashion stuff, but I don't necessarily want to be famous. I don't like people in my personal business at all, and so I just wouldn't want that to be something that people are like sharing, looking for information. Like I'm just not interested in all that.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't
For no reason, because the thing is, people don't even really care about what you're going on. Those people that's posting on the blog and stuff literally just want to share somebody's information for them to get paid.
Yeah.
Which, whatever, that's your job, and that's what you do, but I don't know, I don't like that, so I would just rather be successful in whatever it is that I'm doing.
If y'all gonna be talking about something, y'all need to talk about
My
business,
business.
not my business.
Yeah, people want to know what's going on with you. Everyday news.
I agree.
She gonna be on the next Savage 15, not this one that's gonna drop
Man,
in
that would be
November.
Because
so
they fashion show is
good.
November 7th.
That's why I said not this
You
one
gotta
that's
watch it,
gonna
y'all.
drop
No,
in
should
November,
watch
but
to do a review on it.
next year,
It
Savage 15.
Yeah. One day, y'all, I've been practicing.
That
fashion
chocolate
design
skin on the
teachers.
runway.
Okay, no, but for real, for real, I think with all of our business, like we're gonna be known. So I don't mind being known for my dancing or hair, but famous, no, because I love my privacy. Like I don't, the whole TMZ and the cameras and stuff, I get aggressive. That's my personal business. And I feel
come back
like,
clean too.
huh?
You come back clean. A clap back.
Yeah, get them cameras on. No, but get the cameras.
If somebody is gonna be real.
Did you see Shontrell last night playing TNT?
Girl.
Calling y'all like y'all. They was in my face.
She would just call and be like, I just did this and I didn't mean to.
Y'all, today when I was already having a day.
You can go to jail.
They need to go to jail for the cameras in people's face like that. That's rude. But no, y'all, I don't wanna be famous. I would rather be wealthy. And like you said, Quisha, as long as I have consistent clients and stuff,
The money.
that's perfectly okay with me because I'm not looking to be in a 6-home mansion. I want to be wealthy, so have extra money and buy my mom a house or pay for Jake college tuition. You know, like that's what I want to have the money for. Just build a life for myself and continue to be happy. That's what makes me happy. I kind of y'all gonna see me regardless. Like when it's time to step, y'all gonna see, but not just okay. But yeah, just go for you guys.
Especially about like the house. Like the older I get, the more I'm like, I don't need no big ass house. I just want a nice. Like I want my dream kitchen.
That's all we're about.
An island,
my little sheet room. You know, with my futon and my TVs and my glitter shit. And
makeup room.
Yeah, like
I know, like yeah.
Would you want to do makeup from your house, or you want a studio?
No, I'm opening up.
Oh, you did say it.
What can I do in there? Damn, I can't do nothing.
She trying to be so
I'm gonna find a way.
No, because every time I got something going, my mama again watching the videos last night, and I was like, "Hey y'all see Ashley here?" She was like, "Of course."
Listen,
she gonna be there
somewhere.
I'm like, I'm finna do Ashley makeup. Of course, she finna get her makeup.
bruh, I swear I got my makeup done the most. Damn.
Yeah, but no, beauty bar is my goal. Of course, up until I can get my bar, I'm gonna have my studio in my house. But no, I wanna make a beauty bar. Just makeup artist. That's it. I don't like a hair salon, but just makeup artists.
Yeah.
I don't want no estheticians. I don't.
That's
I
all
just
I
want
said.
makeup.
No.
Cause some beauty bars have like nails and facials and hair, like
Yeah, like a salon.
Yeah.
I just want strictly makeup. That's it.
That would be nice. Pick your poison.
What about you, Shontrell?
Don't want to be famous or wealthy. I just say wealthy. I just want to be comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as I can wake up every day and my family good and we happy, I don't care about.
Yeah.
It's being happy.
Literally.
Cause people that are famous are not happy.
They be real like depressed. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
And then you put yourself out there so much, everybody's just seeing you be in this state.
And they expect that.
They expect it, yeah.
They feel like
Perfect.
some people can't have bad days. You know, and you just
What
watch
they
out.
say, bad girls have bad days too.
When you have one bad day, the world will turn on you. Instantly.
Girl.
Social media is
I'm not sure if you know.
a scary place, honestly. So
Yeah, I'm over it. So I'm gonna take a hiatus from social media.
As you should.
Like,
Like I said, we do it all the time. It's just
yeah.
about you mentally being able to be like, I don't need to be on this platform. Because even though you're taking a break, people don't need to know that. People don't need, like, it is what it is. You just sometimes gotta do it, you know, for yourself. Mentally.
Yeah.
I don't ever really be on there like. It's to the point that my sister. Did you watch them videos I sent you? I ain't even been on there.
I literally just go
Yeah.
on social media to watch funny stuff. Be sending me and Nate just be sending stuff to each other all
My
day.
sister
Just
be
me and my
sharing
brother.
stuff.
Literally all
She
day.
like, did you see that? I'm like, no. She like, hold on. You know, you can share your screen.
Girl.
She like, look.
Yeah.
Because I be like, I be doing stuff and then I be with the baby. So then
Yeah.
every now and then I get on there. Like this past week was the most I've ever had. Like so much free time. I've never had this much free time ever. I'm like, I think I got something to do, but I really don't know.
Yeah.
But I forgot to pay credit card. But I'm like, I really forgot y'all. Cause when you do so much, then you finally have all this free time. You like,
Mm-hmm.
I was never supposed to pay that.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause you're not used to not doing it.
Yeah.
You're always doing something, so you forget.
Like we just talked about, can you give us another pandemic? Because this time I feel like we're gonna know what to do.
Yes.
Me and Shontrell just had this conversation because it's like at the beginning, we all was kind of shocked that we had to stay in this house and then we didn't have nothing to do and we so used to working and going to school, doing this all this stuff. And we kind of was in a shock. Now I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Give it
like,
here.
Do it if you
I know what to do.
Do it if you want to. You gonna rap? Oh my god.
Dude, I'm ready this time.
Yeah.
I am ready.
This is what I'm gonna do. This is how I'm gonna do it.
That's
Okay, I'll be
crazy.
making so much stuff in there. They were like, now.
But at this point,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's what it was needed though, is to
spark a fire.
Yeah, like wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for sure. That's why I say all the time that pandemic was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
For a lot of people. Like, if you took advantage of it,
If you didn't, you
People started
like
businesses.
some people found their talents, like, or what their careers, like me and makeup, and some others started different businesses. Others was able to take a break, busy running around. Like, there was so much that you could have done and through that pandemic. If you wasted it, you wasted it. But if you didn't, and you found new hobbies or new careers or whatever, like, yeah. But
I definitely felt like at the beginning I wasted it. I felt like I wasted a lot of time. I had been working so much. I was just like, sit down and I'm like, I ain't doing that. Then by the time it was time to get out of that, I had to chill for so long. I'm like, I ain't trying to go back to do this. I ain't trying to go back to like having a super busy schedule. But it definitely helped us like learn so many different things when it comes to business, how you want things to be. And then TikTok, even though a lot of people don't like it, like it has a different platform of learning because YouTube sometimes people over explain.
Yeah.
And they gotta make these super long
and I
videos.
hate videos where they just be talking. I'm just like, get to the point.
And then it's like, oh, this, and then they're like, oh, I did. I'm like, okay. Like when it comes to
Trying to get
tutorials.
paid.
Yeah. So.
For me, I think that during that time, before that, I was so used to working all the time, like busy. I always had to stay busy, like with bills and stuff. So, when I got laid off from that job or whatever, it's just like, what am I about to do with all of this free time? And I feel like I wasted it because I've never just had time to be with friends and stuff, especially after high school. Like I started working straight after high school, so my friends that was in college turning up, I'm working. So during that time, I was going out every weekend, probably every day.
We
spending
hung out a
money.
whole lot, like after Mary, like during Mary Kay and
Girl.
stuff. Because I was like, I miss y'all. I don't get to see y'all that often. I'm like, we was hanging out a lot.
Yeah.
A whole lot.
And I wasted so much money, but
Girl.
also I feel like
The amount
so much money.
man.
You know, but during that time, we were in Mary Kay, and I learned from that. So it was a learning experience for sure. So when I started this business, it's like, okay, I know what I need to do because Shari was cutting up during that time. When you should have been on top of business, you know, like it was just like, okay, I said that I was gonna do this, but when I actually got them coins in my hand and I ain't have to go to work, yeah. Yeah, it was a change of plans.
That check came in faithfully.
It was until you had mentioned me about Mary Kay because like before that I was like in a funk of like I didn't know what to do. Like we couldn't go out, not even go out like partying or whatever, but we just really couldn't go outside. We couldn't be at places and stuff. So I was in the house all the time.
Yeah.
And then I just had the daycare, so it was just like the daycare, and then I couldn't go nowhere.
Yeah.
And until we did Mary Kay, I then start really. I kind of got out that funk then.
Yeah.
But 2020 definitely was a year. It's probably one of the worst years. I mean, I ain't gonna say the worst, but it was a bad. It was a bad year. It was a lot going on. But
2020 was a lot. I got married. I had kids. We bought a house. So
That's
big.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for 2020. Like I came with a lot of things, blessings. So I'm really grateful for it. I mean, a lot of bad things could have happened. So those bad things that did happen, I take it with a grain of salt because my prayers are with my
For sure. Huge things.
because then 2021 was like probably one of my best years for me. It was a fun and like I actually like that's when I was like very genuinely happy, like
It was
just by myself with nobody else like making me happy, nobody else like I feel like at that time like I wasn't just hanging out with people just to be hanging out. Like before that, you know, even before COVID, I was just going out with people because I worked at Pink. I worked with a lot of girls and we were just going out, hanging out. But then we didn't have nowhere to go. We not hanging out with those people no more that just wanted to go out. So I think 2021 was probably the best year for me.
See, I think like so 2020 and 21 was really good years for me, and I feel like that's why this year ain't as good because you gotta have a balance. with life, there's balance.
Yeah.
So I feel like with 2020 being good and 2021 being really good, my 2022 ain't been so great.
Yeah.
But I feel like 21, it was a good year.
Yeah.
I learned a lot about myself with healing and finding myself and working and this new mom of two and like figuring that out, like growing my business, and that's like I started my cosmetics line last year and all of that. So it's like it was a great year. So
Yeah, I agree. 19 going into 20, and then 19 was a ball. But
I was acting up.
yeah,
I was
but
I was pregnant.
oh.
I mean, I was pregnant.
What's that little?
I was pregnant in 22.
Yes. You was, dang, but you not now. Yeah. You know, like no more. You know,
No more.
grateful for the boys for sure. No, for real.
Why they cracking
No,
up?
I only laughed because she said no more.
because I know like pregnancy a lot and everything that's been happening and stuff. I know that's a journey itself. So I'm glad that you are in a better space and your business has grown from where it was, especially being a mom. I know that is tough, and things like that. But during that time, learning, but especially like just being around y'all. Of course, I had like other friends and everything, but being around other women that were so driven business wise, not just okay, we finna go out to eat. There's nothing wrong with that at all, but all of your friends serve different purposes, and this is my group of friends that when it comes to business and other things as well, but like we're all
Just that one.
we're there.
Just that couch. No, I'm just
Whoa.
I mean, good. Okay.
Cutting up,
You wanna
y'all.
know? Well, we ain't gotta tell them. Go back and look at episode 8.
Wow. But then, y'all are silly. But being just happy overall and stuff like that, and actually going for different goals. Like when we went to Mexico again, we got our passports. That was a big thing.
I would have never got my passport, y'all.
Still salty.
I would have been like procrastinating about it, but when
I
it
don't
was
know where
time to
Quisha
go,
was.
Still salty. Okay.
Yeah, I would've
the
never
next
got
one.
my
Like
the
next one.
Did you see my comment on your TikTok?
I'll be looking at
Your post that
the
your recap
Mexico.
of Mexico.
What'd you say?
I was like, boo, tomato. I was like, yeah, I'm still salty.
But that was a big
Let me get your
goal.
tomatoes in the trash.
Just put it in. But that was a big thing, and then just being happy, and then being in a relationship, just getting into a relationship, that was different because healing a few years ago, I was happy single. I'm happy now, don't get me wrong, but happy single, you don't have to worry about people. Like you are literally like, I don't argue with no guys. Like I don't, no, like you don't have time for a lot of things when you're trying to go somewhere and elevate, and being toxic and drama and stuff. Like y'all, that turn taught me a lot. Y'all, men. Yeah. So, but being happy, and then this year with the move and stuff like that, it hasn't been. I can't say it's all been bad because I've been happy. It's just been tough. And just getting through it, it's been worth it. So just learning to pick myself back up, not to prolong my days of being angry or sad, being consistent with my business or working down, because if it's something that you want to do, you're going to do it. And that's with like friendship, family, relationship, with anything. So I think that's like the biggest lesson that I've learned, like just to keep going and pushing. Because if you stop, you're gonna be in the same place, and next year come, you just gonna be like, well, what happened?
Right.
You would happen. So,
You is
know,
what
let's
happened.
get it together.
Fix
Yeah.
it.
For real, 'cause I think we think things are tough and life is tough, but like we procrastinate, we are so hard on ourselves, we have a lot on our plate, so sometimes we don't do nothing at all. Like we are our biggest obstacle. Like even though a lot of people compare themselves, I feel like you still compare yourself more to your old self or yourself now than you are somebody else.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, some people do, compare themselves or whatever, but mentally and emotionally, I feel like you got on yourself the way you were in a different state.
Yeah.
I'm glad you say that because, like I always say, I'm very hard on myself. I'm like, I just realized that I'm comparing myself like from another year when I just need to stay grounded and just go through this season of like feeling like I'm not where I want to be as far as financially. Like that's the biggest thing. Like you said, you want to be comfortable. That's my huge goal. Like that's at the top of my list. Like so, yeah. Right now, I feel like this year has been, I'm on my ass. Like, life knocked me on my ass, I feel. But, like, it's slowly coming together. Like, with my job, I was like, you are stressed. She was like, I literally had an anxiety attack, like, last week. My boss had me fucked up. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, because I feel like as black women, we can't speak about how we feel sometimes. Like, I don't say anything. I know y'all see me in this state. Like, I'm always loud, like, or whatever, but at work, nigga, I'm work mode. I'm there to work, respectful, whatever. I'm like, you can ask my mom, whatever. But the one time I speak, I'm like, hey, who's helping me serve? You don't care? Like, I'm serving 30 residents. Somebody gonna have to help me. But like, anyways, my mom was like, you stressed, you need to move on. God gave me something I was looking for, something at home. So I feel like I'm gonna end this year off strong. I just gotta stay strong for myself because I'm very hard on myself. But I'm like, girl, let that job go and just stay focused. She was like, you are very strong, you're smart. Try to move up with this position. Although we don't want to work for people, but I feel like I'm not able to. Everybody's not gonna be able to run a business. I'm not that person. So when y'all see when Quisha saying something, I'm like, I can be your assistant because I feel like I can help you with something. I can't run a business, and that's okay because people have different places. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a business owner. I know that, but I can assist you. You need a video made. You need me to, like. That's why I'm like, with this job, I want to try to move, but I want to test like how far I can go. And still, of course, be a creative or whatever. So that's where I'm at, y'all. So like I said, if I'm not talking, that's what I was literally trying to do. Figure my shit
And I
out.
think that's why it's important for you to know. You gotta know what you wanna do and stop comparing like, somebody else is running a business, I wanna have my own, but you're not in that space, nor can you do that. Maybe
Exactly.
I don't wanna be nobody's assistant, but you would.
Right.
So it's just like you gotta know your place.
And I feel like that's okay. You don't have to run a business.
Yeah.
You don't
Everybody
have to be
got
an entrepreneur.
It's just
I'm
what
like
they're
that.
seeing. They're seeing so many people.
Yeah.
Oh, they got this, and they got this, they
You
got
don't
that,
have to
and it's
do
like
that.
what some people don't understand and realize they don't see the back part of what it takes to run that business.
And who can
What
handle
it takes
that?
to. Like, I feel like it's just everything is kind of like a facade. Everything is like, oh, that looks good. I can do that. And then people get on YouTube or TikTok and they're doing these DIYs and they're showing you how to run your business and how to do this, but they're not really showing you, okay, well now you gotta do the
make
work.
that video.
Like, you gotta do the work to make that business successful. You made a business, now what? What you gonna do?
Like
now?
you said, I was talking earlier.
This morning I was telling Ash that B Styles had came to the show after everybody was gone. I was sweeping up and stuff, and she brought me flowers, and I like immediately almost started crying because like as coming from her, she's like, I literally wanted to come give you your flowers because I know what it takes to put on an event. And a successful one at that. And she's like, everybody go, and you're still here. You can't go home. You gotta make sure the venue is good. You gotta make sure everything is straight before you go home. Nobody knows the ins and outs of putting together an event, regardless of if they want to do one themselves, unless they actually do it. And I was telling her, I was like, because I was telling my girls, like, y'all hear me ranting about what's going on, but y'all don't know because y'all ain't in the feel the shoes of the actual host. So you don't know the back ends of the phone calls at 11 o'clock at night and this person dropping and that person dropping and this excuse and that excuse. Y'all just know from perspective of me telling y'all instead of you being that person. I said, so for you coming here and giving me my flowers physically and verbally, like it means a lot. Because y'all know she's puts on these fashion shows for the last 8-9 years now on a way bigger scale than Made with Melanin. And regardless of everything that goes on with those fashion shows, like it's a good event every year and they just keep getting better. So it meant a lot for her to come, especially after everybody was gone and everything. Like most people like, oh, you missed the whole thing. Like, no, she came when she needed to come. And I needed that. Because I was like, don't nobody understand until you actually do it.
Yeah.
Like, everybody ain't meant to just host. No, you may just need to be a vendor and have your own business. You may just need to record some videos and interview some people. Just you have to know what your place is.
Exactly.
And it's crazy.
I agree.
Thing we call life.
Not everyone is fit for every job or whatever.
And that's okay. Like, I think some people, when they see that, it's like there's no towards the people who are working a 9 to 5. Like, you're still getting income. You still got a roof over your head.
Some people make 6 figures and up. Like,
literally, some of y'all, like, still, you guys are still able to travel and buy yourself nice things and stuff. It's just on you. You know,
And, like,
on you to.
The biggest thing
do
about all of that is like people who have 9 to 5 and stuff, they're not posting their jobs that they work for. So they are living their best life, still traveling and stuff like you said. So you don't necessarily see that. But now when it comes to people who are on social media that want to be influencers and stuff like that, YouTubers, that's all you see. Is because that's what they want to put out there. So just because you feel like you see somebody running a business, having a YouTube that they're living their best lives, these people can still be struggling at the end of the day to, fund their businesses, fund their YouTube, to get, the things that they need to. When somebody has a 9 to 5 and still is able to go travel and do all the things they want, you just do not see it as much as you do with somebody who's creating content. So I think that's where a lot of people is getting mixed up with like, I don't need to have a job. But if you not having a business is not for you, then you don't need to do that. And even people who have businesses that still want to work until they fund their businesses, like that is up to you to do that. A lot of people don't want to do that, but in order for you to know where you want to go, you have to like apply the work and keep trying to sacrifice it.
Something
I think it's the idea that some people just like, I don't want to work, I'm not starting my own business. Boom, I'm about to jump into this business. But it's like, okay, so how you about to fund this business? Where you gonna stay until you fund it? Like, you have to be willing to.
You don't want to work the 9 to 5, but little do you know that you own your own business. That's a 24/7 job, baby.
I'm clocking out.
That's a
24/7
job. Ain't no off days.
40.
Even when I'm off, I'm still working.
I'm literally day. I'm sorry.
I think it's very important for people to know that because a lot of people are stuck in this like we see people run businesses and like I seen a video not so long ago on Facebook or whatever and it was just like you see certain type of people. So you see on social media the people you used to go to school with, you see the people who starting businesses, you see the people who got the kids, and then you see the people who ain't doing shit, and then you got the people, and then it was just like this dude, he was just going on and on. And he's like, you got the people that just watch social media, they don't post. And he was just saying stuff. And I'm just like, you really think about it, because the people who even just watch, sometimes they feel like, oh, these people is doing this and this and that. Everybody's starting these businesses when y'all got 9 to 5 and stuff, and y'all still living y'all best life. So it's like, it's just, like you said, a facade of what people think if the life is or what's supposed to be. When everybody got their own purpose.
Right. But like you said, with the YouTubers, we show y'all what we want to show y'all. So they showing y'all the glam, but like it's hard to actually accumulate money in the beginning. So and people will tell you like, hey, I was broke. I was just paying bills with it. And like 4 years later, now I'm actually, reaping the benefits. So they literally show you the glam of everything. So it's a facade sometimes.
Yeah, I had
but everything's a process.
I had that conversation last night too with some of the girls that I was doing their makeup with, because they were talking about these hairstylists nowadays and how they charge you so much and they don't take care of your hair, they don't wash, they want you to blow dry and all this extra stuff. And it was like, I want the traditional. Everybody wants to be a business owner, I was like, that's the thing. Like they see the glam of being a business owner, like having your own schedule, making your own money, and selecting how much you get to charge everything, but not looking at the customer service side of having a business. And I was like, I don't care how good your work is. If your customer service is off and trash, I'm not going to you. Like I don't care. Your box service could last the whole 2 months. And if your customer service is trash, I'm not fucking with. I was like, because people, they just want the business. They don't care about the customer service, but they don't know that customer service is what's going to keep your business alive.
We're gonna refer you to this person. Said, my mama need this done.
But it's just like, oh, everybody wants to be a business owner now. But don't want to actually take the time to learn the business and do what they need to do to sustain that business.
Taking shortcuts and things like that.
Yeah.
And it's good now, but them shortcuts, like, I feel like if you half do something or try to take shortcuts, something is bound to happen.
Yes.
You know, so it's best that you do it right the first time. But keep this on.
You would never do it right the first time. It's
Of
only
course.
learning experience.
Yeah.
My mom always said, don't half-ass so you don't have to do it again.
I feel like people just go through that journey, you know. Ain't no shortcuts, you know.
It's really make it look easy, for sure.
Yeah, and it's just a social media. You're not putting a whole 24 hours of what you be doing out there. You literally putting like just a few seconds. Y'all putting all this
A minute of a
seconds
clip.
Of
few
like
hours.
from start to finish. Like people make videos all the time and watch DIYs, right? And they're like, how you make this, and then you can put a 15-second video of the whole process.
3 hours.
That took a week.
Yeah.
Like it took a whole week. You can change 5 times in this video.
Yeah.
But they don't even pay attention.
They don't.
Nobody's paying attention to you changing 5 times in that video compared to this is the start to finish. And then they in the comments like, can you slow that down? You did this too fast. Girl, I didn't do it that fast. I just made this in a video for you, you know?
Yeah.
So it's very interesting like how we see things. And we talked about, who was it? Maybe Anthony, and we was talking about how like people like this perfect. People like, oh, why don't you post the bad sides or the processes and stuff? People don't really want to see that. They're like, okay, so what's the finished product? And okay, like what's next? They don't really want to see that all the time. But no, it is what it is. You're gonna see it, but everybody don't want to post that.
That's why I try to be very transparent, or as transparent as I can be on my social media, because it's a process. Like everything that we go through is a process, and I feel like people should know that. Like you ain't gotta know all my business, but I'm gonna share something with you. You know, I don't mind telling you like y'all or people that ask me like, as far as like a minute ago, what happened. Because I feel like people need to see that. Like it's not gonna always be glitz and glitter and all the time.
It's a part of your story.
Yeah, it's a part of your testimony. It's a part of the process. And I feel like more people need to see the process, because people are like, oh, you got this, you got that, but they don't know how you got it. They don't know the tears you shed, the blood you shed, the stress you went through, the sleep you lost, like, all of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm tired. You see how I'm looking?
Just gotta keep going.
I can knock down one more time.
You gonna get back up.
Right.
That's
Bye.
like,
Roll back up.
Look, as long as you get up.
Yeah.
So how do y'all feel like y'all want to end this year? And just what way do you want to end it? To go into not even like the whole New Year's stigma type of I'm a new person, you know, just like how do you want to like continue your business, continue your life as far as you just moving forward with things, not even having to be with just the end of the year, but just the next few months.
I would say absorb as much. I mean, you're gonna learn something new each day. For me, for my hair business, I wanna absorb as much knowledge as I can about hair and things like that. So when next year comes and it's time for me to actually do what I'm trying to do, I don't know. So this is my time and my break to get myself together with my business so when it is time to relaunch or whatever, I'm not playing no games. Basically, you know. And then just continue learning after that because you can never not learn about anything. Literally, like you have a lot of resources, and if you are comfortable, you got to get comfortable with opening your mouth as well. Like ask questions, like learning from people who are above you and doing something better, and not like saying like copying them, but ask questions, like you know, just learning. It's nothing. I always thought like just being shy, like, cause some people are rude, some people don't like giving out advice, and you know they charging you like $300 to learn something that you can learn on YouTube in like 15 minutes. You know, so if somebody's turning you down today, go to the next person. Because that's not the only hairstylist, that's not the only designer, producer, YouTuber. Y'all gotta, you know, you gotta put yourself out there. So,
what are my goals?
No, not necessarily goals, just like how do you want to end the year, you know?
Oh, a lot.
Girl.
No, I'm just
Well, I know I feel for real.
That'd be a lot to end the year.
I feel like kind of how it's going, like as far as like me just getting back on track, me getting back to me. Not that I'm not myself. I don't know how to really like explain it. Yeah, like just keep learning more about who I really am and what I feel like I'm called to actually like do like within my career and just stepping out on faith as far as like career and family and just life, everything that I'm choosing to do from this day forward or from like past months forward or whatever. So just making sure that I stay strong to what I said I'm gonna do and not let fear stop me from doing certain things. So that's kind of where I'm at.
baby, that fear makes it more anxiety.
So how do you feel about moving forward in like your business?
I'm excited. I try to teach my little sister how to do certain stuff or whatever. So like when I am busy with my career side of things or whatever, like okay, so she at least know how to do certain things while she's trying to figure out like what she want to do with her life because she's still fairly young. So that way, even if she decides like okay, True, I really don't want to do this, but it's still a good gem to have in your pocket because you know how to do things that people are paying people to make money for. So I think just teaching her so if she want to do something like that, she can. I think it's
To piggyback off of Shontrell, like just sticking to me, like finding me again, and cause I was in a dark space. It may not have looked like it for a while, and I'm just now getting back to how I kind of felt around this time last year, and I was on a high last year. So just getting back to that and staying on top of my self-care and my mental health and continuing to learn new ways to not necessarily express myself, but like release. Like I started journaling last week.
Oh my
And this is like my third time trying to journal. And it's like you really have to stay on top of it or whatever, on top of like meditating and things like that. Like with so much that I be having going on, it's like you have to have an outlet to let some of that stress go. Cause you can't just sit on it because you can. Oh, it's not. Y'all know my voice was gone. I couldn't breathe. Like if you don't sit down, God gonna sit you down for sure. So just having an outlet to let all that stress go. And staying on top of my mental health is like one of the biggest things for me. And I feel like with that, everything else will flow as it should and as it usually does. But yeah, just making sure my boys are straight. Staying on top of my business, even though I'm taking my hiatus. I said I was taking 2 weeks off from social media after I post some people pop up flyers.
But then you go ghost,
and then I'm going ghost. And if you ain't contacted me via my actual cell phone number or my email or my business line, you don't need to reach me.
feel like with me, staying true, like staying like on like my staying on my path, although I don't want to do or feel like doing it a day or a couple of days. Staying true to like how you're excited about something, you'll be on top of it, but I always lack off. Like if I feel sad or something, I don't get things done. So I want to stay true to what I said I was gonna do and do it regardless of how I feel.
Yeah.
That's my biggest issue, and that's with anything.
Just like being intentional.
Intentional with everything. That's what I want. Like that's what I'm gonna do, and that and I saw a post with we feel like consistency is like. Of course, you want to do it every day, but he said it's really staying constant, like having that routine, like with me posting, having like a set amount of videos I post a month rather than trying to do a video every day. That's
like
when
you create, or is that what it's called?
yeah, like just being intentional and actually planning out things is my biggest problem. Like that I want to like improve on, that I can work on for like into the new year. Because it's just going to be a lot going on. I'm starting a new job and I'm moving, so I feel like that'll be a good transition, just being very intentional about what I want. So,
Malika?
Nah. I mean, like right now where I'm at is, I just want my business to continue to grow. I feel like everything else is like falling. This year for me has been, like you said, tough. It hasn't been like the absolute worst. It has good days, it's had its bad. And overall, like we have to look at stuff as like a roller coaster. So this year just has been that for me, whatever. But I feel like even having the fashion show, that just gave me another opportunity to like sit here and make these custom items and get into what I actually wanted to do. But also in that process, like learning, okay, this is what I need to do, this is what I have. Like I didn't buy all this stuff and I'm not using it as much as I should be, I didn't work so hard so that I could buy this stuff that I needed to make stuff that I wasn't necessarily doing it with. But I think just right now, just continuing to get into my business and creating as much as I want to and not sticking to the just basics of business. Because sometimes, even like we talked about business earlier, you gotta figure out what in business is for you. So like I don't want to do wholesale, all the time or whatever. And I do want to get into making things. So really just get into my craft, creating however I want, and just like opening that up to the world. So I feel like this year just really ending it, I want to be able to reach other people. And not necessarily just customer wise, but just people just to be able to create with, to see my creativity and stuff like that. And then just maintaining me mentally and emotionally and physically, and just always staying on track with myself, because we're not constant and consistent with ourselves, then it's like who are we? So
Yeah, that's facts.
I just feel like that's just very important, because at the base, if we don't all have like ourselves in order, like we won't be able to produce how we want to. So that's pretty much it. Like, no major goals.
Here she go, please.
Girl, don't start crying.
Look. No, like for real, I am proud of all of us. Like we are all like working in the field that we were wanting to work in. Whether it's YouTube creating, it's fashion, hair, and dance, and your nursing, and your clothing line, and things like that. Like everybody is working in that field, and granted, like yes, it's a lot. Yes, we all got lives happening, our life be life outside of just our fields and our career choices that we've chosen. But I see the greatness that is unfolding for everybody. And it feels good to be a part of a group of women that are trying to make a difference.
And like with this platform, another reason why I feel like it's important to me, even with throwing it in at the end of the year, I do want this to grow as much as it can. That's another one. But I feel like people can see this and then we can record, and just even the posts that we make, in general, people can be like, oh, they doing this, and like at the end of the day, none of this is easy. Not having a business, not doing a podcast, none of this is really the easy, but it's about us doing the work and continue to try, at the end of the day. So as we sit here and like we all talk about the things that we want to do and the things that we are doing, just because we saying that, like, we're not saying that it's super easy to get there, and we're not saying that just because we have these businesses and jobs at the same time that, you know, it's gonna work out perfectly, you know. So I think a lot of people see social media, and I think that's why this platform I feel like is important to me, because we are transparent in a way. If somebody asks us a question, like you said earlier, like, we don't necessarily have to put all our business on Facebook, but if somebody asks me a question, you know, and I feel comfortable enough to ask that in real life, I will answer that question, you know. But I'm not gonna sit there and be like, my life is in shambles on Facebook, you know.
Yeah.
Because what y'all gonna do? Not even trying to be funny, because people do post that, and that's on y'all, you know, whatever. But I'm not that one. I'm not one of those people. So it's like, but if you ask me, I can let you know that if I am comfortable enough to even, you know, have that conversation with you. So I think having an open, like, conversation with people, this platform is very important, because a lot of people don't have that. Or not. I'm not even saying this. Other people that have podcasts are perfect, but other people who have podcasts talk about other things that are not necessarily real life all the time.
Yeah.
So they can talk about stuff that's going on with other people, you know, consistently and all the time, but it's just like, that's not really what's important. And people don't always want to see that. People want to see real life stuff. People want to feel real life things and be able to have a conversation with somebody that's like, I can kind of relate.
And that's what I'm about to say. Relate. To be able to relate to somebody.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one that's going through that.
No.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, I feel a little bit
surprised.
Even though, like, people don't see it, you like, even you can be like, your mood is always the same. It's like, but even though you don't see it, it's not for me to put that on you. That's not your problem, you know. So, but they will never know that until you say that. I don't have to necessarily tell you, but if you're going through that, people do need to understand, so that way if they can relate in a sense. Even if they're not going through it, they can relate though too.
I didn't have a speech. I was just saying it's great having her on the podcast.
To you, my friend.
Come on, girl.
That really like she moving to a whole nother
Girl,
place.
they're moving far away.
You know, just like having everybody on here and just like expressing their opinions and stuff. So that way,
She'll be back on y'all. I don't know why we being dramatic. I'm sorry.
She'll be definitely stay tuned for season 2.
We made it to season.
y'all, this is the end of season 1.
This is.
I
I hope y'all
did.
enjoyed everything.
Finale.
It has been a journey, to say the least.
Y'all know our
But,
business.
with anything,
No.
you know, you gotta put the work in, and that's what we gonna do.
We appreciate all of our guests that
Yes.
has
Next season,
yeah.
That show love
Let's
in
see,
the
can we name
beginning.
them?
That's
No,
crazy.
yes.
We start with Rish.
Yes.
Then we had Yabo and Nate.
Yeah.
And then we had Anthony.
Wait, was this
We
somebody
skipped?
before him?
It was Key.
No, she wasn't before him. She was after. She was in July.
Yabo and Nate. Then Anthony.
Anthony?
Key. M.
Oh, we did have M before Key.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Deontay and Shontrell.
Yeah.
Who was?
Oh, then we did the collab.
And the collab
Oh,
with the
yeah.
That's what I was like. It was somebody.
I was like, it
It
was.
was the collab
the
we did.
collab with Juice Crew.
That was before
Yes.
Anthony.
Yeah.
Juice
That's
Crew.
when we had first
Hey,
started.
we did a live event. Y'all, we sleeping on our damn self.
They asking about
event.
Yeah, we've been asking about that live event.
Miles and Tay.
Yeah.
Please don't.
So we appreciate all our guests. We appreciate everybody that's supporting us. Let's continue to like, share, watch, and just be in our circle with us.
Right.
Come on this journey.
That come to all of our events, that support us. Because I mean, even people that watch the podcast, they still come to our other events and like stuff like that. So
We appreciate y'all a lot.
Alright, you guys. Make sure you follow us on all of our social media platforms that will be linked in the description box below.
Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe to our freaking channel.
and we appreciate you guys for watching today, and thank you for ending the season with us.
Alright, and y'all stay tuned for season 2. We're coming back bigger and better.
Always.
And we out.
And
Bye.
that's the end of season 1.
It was on my face.